Room we're going to install two ceiling speakers and also this 2-channel volume switch. This here is an in-wall. It's a 2-channel which is rated at 60 watts per channel. This has already been pre-wired. This house was already pre-wired for all the smart home features, so this wall plate was already in place, so it was just a matter of pulling out the input, connecting it here, and my output right there. And standard color configurations for these, for the inputs and output wires: red and black. Red is your positive, black's negative for your left channel. White and green, the white is the positive and the right is the negative. So this is all set to go. Now I'll show you up here in the ceiling. There's two plates. There's one there, and in there there's going to be little mounts for satellite speakers, which we're not going to use. We're going to make a template, cut the holes, and install two new speakers. The speakers I've chosen are these Infinities. These are some ERS 110s. These are 6.5 inch with the white grills, which are paintable, which is good. So if you don't have a white textured ceiling, that's an important thing to have. These are single channel 4-ohm speakers, and they just basically tighten in with these self-locking screws, which are on every corner, so there's a total of 4. So when you put the speaker up in there, it's going to tighten those down and it's going to suck it right up into the ceiling. So all you're going to see at the end is this and nothing else. The tools you need for the job, very straightforward. In the box you should have received this template, which is what you're going to use to put up on the ceiling. Draw your hole for your template for your hole. Tape measure. I don't really need that for this particular application, but for most jobs I would think you would. And your screwdriver. You have a Phillips, a flathead, and this here is very important if you don't have one. This is called a drywall saw that you're going to use to make your hole. Safety glasses, which I very much recommend, because sheetrock in your eyes is not fun. And I'm using a power drill for this. Okay, so here we go. We're going to get started. All I've done is I've taken the cover plate out, the 2 screws. Now this is why these glasses are very important. Because this crap gets in your face and it's nasty. It's a big disgrace. Don't be afraid to chew a little of the wall out if you need to. So, first thing is take these little plates out that are should be another one up in there somewhere. Every other one had 2 screws. Nope, this one just had 1. Like I was trying to mention, these are the standard ceiling plates that they install. They look like this kind of a deal. So you can screw on a satellite, like a cube type of speaker, you know, those ugly Bose speakers. We ain't gonna use those. And we don't like Bose speakers. So first things first. I'm not going to use my tape measure because I know that the ceiling joists run 24 on center. And of course one of these is always going to be up against one of those joists. And I know for sure, because I just wound up doing something else over there, that my ceiling joists run this way. So now that I know that this here is the farthest edge, I'm going to make my hole this way to stay in between this and my next joist. So the next step. Now again, assuming that these plates were lined up and they're centered properly, which the guy who did this house pre-wired did a fantastic job, they were all perfect. So the next thing I'm going to do is take my template, which came from the box and the speaker, place it a little bit more, maybe, I don't know, about 3/16 of an inch or so in from the edge. And then I'm going to trace. Take your time. twice if you have bad vision like me. That I can see. Save that template because it's the only one I have. And depending if you're a lefty or a righty, it's going to determine which way you're going to wind up going with your saw. Now with these saws, these cut on the upside, not on the downside like a typical saw. So when you do this, keep that in mind. Usually the spot I usually wind up getting pooped. Take a little quick break. Go back to attacking this sucker. Start coming to the end, you might want to stick your hand in there and hang on to it. So that way you don't have any accidents. There you go. Pretty, huh? This is, ooh. That's nice and fuzzy. It's raining. Alright, try not to disturb that too much. Okay, you can pause. So I just pulled the cable from the pre-wire out of the ceiling. I'm stripping back about 1/2 inch of wire. This is nice copper wire. They give you 16 gauge. Okay, so when you start, make sure you speaker that all the tabs are inward. Don't let them be outward, because you'll never get in the hole. You'll have to fight it and everything. You don't want that. So take your time and prepare everything properly before you get started. These are just push-in type of connectors. Color to color, very straightforward. And these are just single voice coil speakers, so there's nothing complicated there. Straightforward 2-channel deal. With this, I want to just get the wire over to the side a little bit, and always leave the slack. Don't cut it loose. Down the road you might need it. As you can see, when I just did this job, I needed that to do my job. So now once you got it in there, snug, all the clips are on the inside. Once I start drilling, it's going to turn them outside, and it's going to start screwing this up into the ceiling tight. You're going to want to do this until you start to see the speaker body of the speaker flex a little bit. Once you see it start to suck in a little, that means stop. Just like that. All 4 are done. Speakers installed. I'll get my grill. Finesse the direction of this little logo on my own time, but for you guys, just so you can get an idea. That's it. Nice, classy installation. Who wouldn't want that? Not so bad.